Hello again. The topic of today's talk is, does legalising abortion save women's lives? Most people think it does. Most people think you have to legalise abortion or all these hundreds and then thousands of women will die of illegal, backstreet, dangerous abortion. But what's the actual facts? Let's have a look at a flyer that we've been using at the UN for over 20 years. Now, these graphs show the maternal mortality for the United States from 1915 through to 2004. And this maternal mortality is the number of women that die per 100,000 births. And it was at a massively high figure of 900, which peaked about 1920. And then it started to drop. And as you can see over here, it's dropped down to virtually nothing. Now, these are deaths through childbirth, miscarriage, ectopic pregnancy, and abortion, illegal or legal. We'll come to the second graph in a minute. But you'll notice here, around 1930, there's a massive drop in the death rate. And that was due to drugs that treated for bacterial infection. The first one was called Protonsil. That was introduced in the early 1930s. Then you had the sulfamides. Then after the Second World War, you had penicillin. And after that, we had antibiotics. So very few people die of bacterial infection now with anything to do to giving birth to babies. Also, in 1940, blood transfusions began, and also the treatment of hypertension or high blood pressure. Now, you'll notice that when abortion was legalised with Roe versus Wade, 1973, you can see there the maternal mortality was way, 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 way down. Now, let's have a look at just abortion now. That's what this graph shows from 1940 to 2004. Now, back in 1940, there were 1,400 women died from abortion, legal and illegal. And that plummeted down here to about 200 in 1950. And by the time you got Roe versus Wade, it's about 50 deaths. And after the legalisation of Roe versus Wade, the graph just keeps going down, now to virtually nothing. But some women still do die from supposedly safe legal abortion. So I'll take away my little stand there. And this is the brochure that we've been using at the UN for many years. We had an earlier one that started in at the Beijing PrepCom in 1994, and that's the one I just showed you with the two graphs there. There's also another graph that shows the abortion rate, the maternal mortality rate in Russia. Here is enormous. It's 65 deaths per 100,000 births, where abortion is legal, and here in Ireland it's only about 4 deaths. And that one's Poland is 11, and the US maternal mortality is about 15. So, just because you legalise abortion doesn't mean you're going to save women's lives. Saving women's lives is all to do with better basic medical health care. This publication was produced by National Right to Life and Minnesota Concerned Citizens for Life. That's Jean Head and Scott Fishback. They are the ones that produced that, and you can find that off MCCL Go website, www.mccccl.org, and you can download a copy of that brochure if you like, and you can get it in English, French, and Spanish, I believe. So thanks for listening. God bless.